Morning. Welcome to 4 by 8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are in our river journal. Let's open this thing and get going. I'm making paper to photocopy, which I do. I've used some of Robin Marie's stickers and photocopied those for my own use. I added some in her stickers on that sheet, and I will tell you about those as I get to them. But all I did was just what everybody else does.
Cross your fingers, people. My camera is making a really crazy noise at this end. Alright, I photocopied a page that I did, and a page, the Art Pops, Robin Marie Smith stickers. That's actually mine. That's the one the spot where I used for yesterday's video. And I put in a piece of paper and did stuff on it of my own. Not bad. This is one I made this morning, just with stickers that I had laying here and markers and Stabilo and paint, as one does. And I photocopied them both, and I think these are future ones off of a label, the packaging off of paintbrushes or something that I bought the other day. Alright, so I think I'm going to use these we're wrapping up the Ganges River, and I think I'm going to use it in today's work. But I forgot I had this as an encyclopedia of dictionaries, and there's all kinds of things in here. This is a dictionary. This is a Bible dictionary. This section is a rhyming dictionary. This is a music dictionary. This is a famous quotes section. Ooh. They're in alphabetical order by topic. I would love to do a Gandhi quote. That might be what we do. Let's see. We're all on standby here, waiting for construction, doctors, and dentists. In this, my mom's house, my parents' house, and our house. I'm looking for something from Gandhi. I think that would be a good end. I could be here all day. I wish they were in order by who said it. Alright, I'm going to look for a Gandhi quote off camera because it'll take me forever. Alright, and then there's legal dictionary, science terms, U.S. history, and Gazette. Ooh, Gazette Atlas. Oh, let's see. Gonna look for the Abadab one is not in here. UVB Varanasi. Valparaiso. That's a town in Florida, right where I used to live. And an old lifestyle. Pre-other husband. Neither one of my cities are in here. Varanasi is one of the oldest cities in the world. Oh, man. Seeing if they're spelling it differently. Verona, Versailles. Vienna. Virginia Beach. That's crazy. Oh, that's a little disconcerting. Here's a world atlas. This map shows India going over there, but this is, and it does go between Bangladesh is here, Bhutan and Nepal are in and amongst all of this. Pakistan, of course, but it wraps around some of that. So maybe it is okay. All right, let's see how old this is. It's not as old as it looks. I think it was in the 70s. Ooh, space. It's very aged, and it looks like it's going to fall apart. There's no opening. Oh, here we go. 1966. I might be a few years older than this book. But not, oh, 1958. Not that old. Well, alright, I'm going to look for a quote from Gandhi. Dang, I wish they were in the... There isn't an index in the back. No. We could look under God. I did look under God. Let's look under Buddhism. I don't know. No Buddhism. Probably isn't very politically correct here. I could find one and make on the internet, right? But it would be cool to have one of these pages in the background. Alright, I'm going to tear out a music page. I know that's horrible to tear this book apart, but that's why I bought it. And music is one of the most least pages that I would ever reference. So here goes. Don't fuss at me, okay? We're going to use that as our background. Which really does not go with this, I have to say. And I don't know if I can get two of these on here. I could have it go like this, and I'd be okay with that. Let's just do that. Ooh, I gotta pull out page 18 out of there. I'm still working on my 2018, page 18 and 2018 project. Amulet. Might be America on page Amorphous. American. But this is page 17. This is the back side. I think I got this at the bookstore here. Used bookstore here. Alright, that's going to go my page 18 project. I haven't gotten very far. I've made glued a few more down, but hadn't done anything with them. Maybe waiting on contractors today. I'll do that. This paper is really brittle. As am I, and I'm not quite this old. That book is older than I am. Okay, now, this might not flow very well by adding some of this in here. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'll use these on something else. I'm going to get my Hindu book back out and use that as my background. Because it's white on, it's white. And I feel like that's better with these bright colors. We'll use these other pages on something else. So, let's pull out one of these. 2 of these. Going up in the 40s today. Jackson, Mississippi is where I kind of think I might spend the first night on my road trip in a couple weeks to Missouri. Major water pipe problems everywhere. Schools are closed, stores are closed, government offices are closed. Hopefully the hotels along the interstate aren't closed. That's probably where I'll be. That was kind of like, I'm trying to say, can you tell I've already been painting? I painted white on this original. I'm staying south as much as I can to avoid some snow. Little Rock, Arkansas, I'll be going through on the second day, theoretically, if I stick to this route. And they're going to have snow 3 times in the next 2 weeks, which I didn't think they would get snow. I guess they do. What do I know? Okay. I'm working out of my book and then I'll put it in there. I think I'm going to cut these. Why does this do that all the time? I have my first week completed in my calendar. The first time I've ever done a vertical calendar in a traveler's notebook. Not bad. I talked about, I'm keeping track of my steps, I'm keeping track of the moon, keeping track of the weather. We had football games, we had birthdays, we had sickness, we had Arctic mass. We had broken water pipes. We had new art supplies. All of that went in here. So, I like. And while I'm on the topic of, just while I talk, I don't think I'm going to fast forward this today. Since I'm waiting on people. I'll just sit here and keep going. Since I'm talking about my quilt retreat, last year I was doing the February Valentine's Day challenge, which I think they were my prompts, and I kept up with that while I was on the road. A couple I filmed ahead of time and just uploaded them in the morning, and while I was at the retreat. And then I would do them in my hotel room at night. I don't know how I'm going to do it this year. I don't know if I'll film some in advance and upload them every night. I don't know if I'll do it the exact same way I did it last year. I don't know how I want to do this. Be quiet, lady. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. As is the thought process of today. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I want to include one of these of my own. Last year I stopped in Tupelo, which is where Elvis was born. I went to that museum. I stopped in St. Louis to go through the Arch because I had never ever done that as a kid. Ever. I went through the museum, but the arch was closed for construction. They were trying to retrofit it a little bit. And I'm like, dang. But I don't know if I'm going to go. And I went to Dick Blick Arts in St. Louis and the Arch in St. Louis, which that city downtown where the Arch is smells like steaks. And see, this is the one I made. This is the one that I cut out. I cut out 2 from her. Yeah, these are hers. That's mine. By the time you cut them out, they don't, and these are photocopies, they don't look any different. So I think I want to, I don't know how I want to do this. I want a quote from Gandhi. Okay, Ganges River. This is our last day. So let's review what we did. The map. See that Bangladesh is here. I think Bhutan is up here and Nepal is up here. And Pakistan starts over here. So I think that might be correct. Don't quote me, but I think it is correct. So I learned that. I know and have known about the rituals and the religious offerings and actions that happen in this lake. Color marigold. Oh no! My tape is coming loose. I need to reinforce that. Talked about this 2 Allahabad and Varanasi along the Ganges River. The importance of those 2 cities. I met a friend with a flowing white beard and talked about him. If he had any answers blowing in his beard. I did psychedelic animals. I did trains, which is how a lot of pilgrims get to these cities for these rituals. That's from an Abandoned Places book. And then yesterday I did this. I got a lot of journaling to do. And today we're going to finish it up with a quote from Gandhi. All right, let's look up a quote from Gandhi. I know there's a lot of them. Oh, I love this one. Okay. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. I like that. That's what we're doing for our quote. Now, what kind of paper am I going to put it on? Got a little scrap. Ooh, 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 ooh. We have scraps of this left. No, I can't do it in pretty script yet. So I think I'm just going to... Ooh, this will look like a sari. One of the beautiful saris that the ladies wear. And since I'm a fabric person too, that's what we're going to do. This looks like a sari. Silk. These could be silk. Right? Right. This is silk. Alright, let's see here. I have to be careful because of this crazy seam right here. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Mahatma Gandhi. I think this is kind of predictable in a journal with an Indian location, but it's fine. I admire him. And so, call me predictable. Leaning Tower of journals are gonna fall over. Okay, let's do the corners here. Around the corners. Time to get out the foil again. Well, actually, this is Tomoe River paper, so it's kind of thin. Okay. I'm going to fold these in half, cut them, and glue them. And it can look like sari trims and fabric and silk, which covers some of the industry. That's the sad shape of some of the river. I like that, just like that. That's super simple, but it's really kind of effective if you ask me. And it's my journal, so that's the way it's gonna be. What river are we going into next? We have to go into an American one. Let's get out our little map. Woo! Kerplunk. Okay, nothing broken, it's okay. All right, we've done the Ganges. Okay, no brainer. I didn't think I had done it yet. The Missouri River, that's where I'm gonna be. So we're gonna do the Missouri River next. Then we have the Snake River and the Rio Grande left in the U.S. And we have Danube Rhine, which I'm going to combine, Zambezi, and the Thames in London. Which there might be news on the English continent front. So, Missouri, no brainer. Okay. That's going to be fun because I'll just pick up things along the way. I love picking up maps at the rest areas, and a lot of times anymore hotels have big kiosks of things to do and maps. And actually I brought a lot of that stuff home last year, and I threw a lot of it away because I ended up hoarding it. Does that ever happen to y'all? All the time, all the time. And I'm I'm going to change my name. I've come up with a new name for me. Not my channel. I'm not going to change it anymore, hopefully. I'm going to change my name to Madam Map. I think that's funny. Madam Map. I love maps. I always have. My mom does. I've talked about this before. My love of maps. I think they're beautiful. I think in another life I must have been a map maker. So we're headed to the Missouri. Well, actually, I might not do that. Let me think about this for a second. We have all right, it took me about 2 weeks because we took a break. We did like 3. No, we started the Ganges on the 1st, right? Right. Yeah. So it took us 9 days, let's say, let's say 10 to make it even for each river. And I don't leave until 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I don't leave for, say, 3 sessions, 3 rivers. I don't leave for 2 rivers. The 3rd session will be while I'm on the road. So this might mean that, yes, I'm going to take all my equipment with me and do it every morning. And while I'm at the retreat itself, do those in advance and upload them those mornings. Because I could do that. That's what I did last year. And they have excellent Wi-Fi service there. Excellent. So, we'll need an American river and an international river, and then the Missouri. All right, so let's do the Snake River. I know that sounds kind of off the wall, but that was a very prolific river as a kid for me, because we used to go camping there. Snake River. It's in Idaho. We went along the Snake River a couple different times on different trips. Oh yeah, it's a big river. That's not a very clear picture. Come on. This one isn't very bright. All right, so this is Washington State, Idaho, Montana. A lot of it is through Idaho. Parts of it are in Oregon. It ends in Wyoming, but most of it goes through Idaho. And we did do Idaho a couple different times. So there's trips from childhood. So we're going to do the Snake next, starting tomorrow. I don't want to do the Danube Brine because I've been down both of them and there's a lot, and that might take longer than 10 days. There's a lot in my head. I might do the Zambezi River. That is on my bucket list. That's why that one's here. And I almost went there one time. And then we'll do the Missouri. While I'm driving in Missouri and in Missouri on a retreat. That would be cool, theoretically. So the Missouri has to start around February 3rd. That's when I leave. So 1, 2, let's see, I can't count. 21. That's perfect. So we have 10 days. No. We have 21, 23, 24, 25 days. We might start the Missouri. But we will finish it, or at least be in it while we're on the road. We'll finish it while we're on the road. Cool. And if we finish early, we'll just do some in-betweeners, and then when I get home, we'll start on another international. Maybe the Danube Brine when I get home. That'll be a goal. Okay. You got all that? Okay. Phew. So we did a little bit of planning here. That's as much planning as I'm going to do. I really like this. It's very simple, which he was very simple. That's another reason to keep it simple. He was of simple means, and a lot of this lifestyle, oh, probably shaking, sorry, I'm moving the table. A lot of this lifestyle for some of the severe, deeply religious sections are giving up material things. So we only used a little bit of stuff in my world, it looks like sari silks. Through my eyesight. You know I complain about our president. I probably shouldn't say this. He messed up the words to the national anthem at the football game last night. Seriously? And I think he really thought all those people were there to see him. No, they're there for a football game. Sorry. Politics. Okay. That needs to be pushed in a little bit. Isn't that beautiful? That might be my favorite page. Is that not silly? So, Kurtie, this one was for you. There's our schedule. I do need to prepare, though, because we probably will only have one more river in volume 2. And then we'll be into volume 3. Never fear, I have more. See you all tomorrow. Enough talking. Woo!
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. You can see my stuff on Instagram here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.